It's going to be, wow. That'll be great for later. In the interim, we'll just hang out for a second.
Yeah, we'll let some people join us.
So for anybody, if anybody joins us,
Yeah,
our
we'll see.
lives are like maybe 30 or 40 people.
Hey, you never know.
We don't do many lives, so that would help. At least
Here,
I
let me-
didn't spill all over myself.
Can I share the live? I'm gonna share the live on our Facebook.
So
page.
if you're watching this on the replay, because I will put it back out, hopefully we have audio, because we worked hard at trying to get
we
that.
got audio.
Yeah, there. I'm wondering about up here.
I'm sure we do.
Oh, now we don't. There we go.
Now we have audio. All right, so here's what I gotta do. Miller's in motion.
That's us.
You guys are live. Oh, look, live. Here, we'll test if we have audio.
Hey.
Do we have audio?
Test 1, test 2.
Yeah.
And it sounds decent. So the no one watching, this is awesome. This is why we schedule things for like a week.
Yeah, but hey, sometimes off the cuff stuff works.
Or
we
it
went live,
doesn't.
We went live on our YouTube page. We had like 40, 50 people the whole time. Come on.
Oh, hey, there's two.
There's two.
Hi,
And
two of y'all.
I'm one of them.
Oh, that's...
Look at that inception.
Did you say, look at that inception?
Yeah.
So for the one of you that's watching that isn't Joe, unless the algorithm's doing this multiple times, we are at the 2024 Dallas RV show.
Yes. Dallas RV Super Sale.
Sorry.
All good.
So if anybody wants to see anything or has any, there's 9 people now. We're going.
Okay, we're going.
We're doing it. It's happening. I don't know where comments show up.
I'm trying to figure out here. We'll do.
So, chat viewing. Sorry, I'm trying to figure. I don't live stream from my phone very often, guys. So, live chat. There we go.
So I threw a chat in there from Alliance.
There we go. Okay, we're good
So
now.
see, okay, so we're there. So feel free to ask questions.
So we have Joe here. I'm sure we can hunt down Coley and pin a mic on him if anybody wants to
Absolutely,
ask a
we
question of him. Do us a favor, because we don't do this very often. If you haven't already, hit that little bell next to the subscribe thing. That will notify you when we do this. Not that we're going to do this very often, but this was a crime of opportunity. In fact, so much so, I didn't know that they were here until...
Last night.
Well, from you last night. I didn't know you were going to be here. I knew Coley was going to be here.
Yeah.
So earlier in the week, they were in Austin.
Yep.
And I texted Jeremiah
show. Yep.
and said, Austin's okay, but DFW's better.
Yep.
And so he mentioned to you guys that, because then you guys were going to be here, and so now here we are. So,
yes, we're here. We got 7 people. Yeah, don't forget to hit that little notification bell. Feel free to start asking questions. You got myself from Alliance, you got Coley, and we got 2 additional reps from Alliance, Josh and Jeff. Anything you guys have, we can answer your questions. We're going to tour a couple floor plans.
And even if you just have random questions, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Like why is Joe's mic position exactly where it is?
The honest reason is I spilled water on myself.
Water? No, I'm just kidding. It's blood.
And so I put the mic here to cover up the water spill.
Yep, this is pretty normal for us. So why don't we just start looking at some stuff?
Let's do it. Let's take a peek at this one, 24RK right here.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn this around a little bit. Maybe. There we go.
All right, 24RK. Let's go in.
So this is an Avenue All Access.
Avenue All Access 24RK. It's 28 feet 3 inches in length, and it's coming in right around 8,000 pounds dry. So you're gonna have about 10,000 GVWR.
Yeah.
I mean, check out all this space. It's designed for those couples that are looking for adventure on the weekends, maybe week-long adventure. You got tons of counter space. You got residential microwave in here. You got features like soft close cabinets. So if you push that, it'll slowly start closing. And then deep stainless steel sinks, 16 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. Pretty big, so that can run off of your battery and your solar.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Avenue.
Okay, hey, that's fine.
So Rick asked, will any of the Deltas have a dedicated desk/office? I'm adding office space, but
yes.
So that kind of an
okay. So right now we are kind of done pushing the Avenue floor plans for 2024. Delta floor plans for 2024. There are several that we can do a desk option in, like the 292 RL. It's a great rear living floor plan, and we are able to do kind of a factory-made desk option.
Is that kind of like what Chris and Aaron from Irene Iron did?
Yes.
So essentially, you would take over that back wall, and you'd have like a dual desk set up?
Yes.
Okay, so Rick, that answers your question.
Yep. but it'd be an option you'd have to talk to your sales rep from your wherever dealer you're at, talking about adding a rear desk.
And then pits for purpose. Oh, pit bulls. I got it.
Pits. Oh, okay.
I got it.
Hey, I had a pit bull. I love pit bulls.
I thought we were saying armpits. So you have staying in-laws, warranty work for the 4th time. Hope that you do more travel trailers with bunkhouses.
Okay, yeah. So we do have 2 travel trailers with bunkhouses here, and then we have an all-new Delta 321BH. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. It's one of the most unique bunkhouse models in the market. So when you walk in, you got a U-shaped kitchen like you would in the 395 DS or the 44 V14 Valor.
Why don't we do this? Pits for purpose. If you hang out just for a minute, we'll head over there right after we're done here with the Avenue.
Yeah, but I would recommend maybe bring open another tab and remember Delta 321BH. It's our newest Delta floor plan.
Yeah, so, and okay, back to this guy. So I will say that, because this is new for you guys for 24, right?
So we had it in 23, but we did limited run on it.
Okay.
So it wasn't super out there in the market yet, and it's really taken off as of late.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a weekend coach, or if it's like a solo, or even a couple that doesn't want something really small. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Chris and Aaron. This is actually pretty ideal. Yes. There's people up in the bedroom space, but I'm gonna say that's pretty stock and standard as far as north-south bed.
North-south bed. You do have 25 inches from the wall to the mattress, so you can get those hard to fitted sheets on. You have tons of storage all the way around it. But this space right here it's great for couples living. Yeah. You got nice theater seating directly across from your 40-inch residential or 40-inch smart TV. But what we can do, why don't we go ahead and take a step out and go over to Delta. Let's go over to Delta. Got any more questions?
Boop. Elevator music.
And you guys can kind of see the show. Here's a little inside of the show that you guys can come check out if you're in the Dallas area.
Oh boy, sorry, drunk gimbal.
So we are with Blue Compass in this area. So shout out to Blue Compass.
Also a big sponsor of RV Unplugged along with Alliance. So
correct. Yeah.
I know most everybody on here understands what RV Unplugged is because half of y'all found me because of it.
Yeah. So down here is our Delta line. We actually have a 294 RK over there. Here's our 251. We'll go ahead and take a step into the 281 though. Yeah. But on the way to the 281, some features that you're going to find across the board at Delta is 62 cubic feet of storage, as well as a 6-foot folding table that comes standard from the factory.
How do we put that on the Valors?
We're thinking about that. Talk about customer-driven features and us kind of moving with the flow. Go, you're fine. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
It's a show,
no,
not a YouTube video. That's just giving the pitch on this. So here's the 281BH. And this space is great because underneath the bottom bunk here, we give you a great outdoor kitchen. You got a 25-inch griddle combo, and then a little mini fridge, great for your beverages to enjoy underneath this huge awning out here. Then inside, this thing's looking busy, Ryan. This is a popular floor plan.
While we hang out for a second, they said we have a Grand Design 321BH. Love the layout. Sorry, my vision's not that good.
Here, I can.
Cat needs kitty litter space, and love to see it. We know Will, Jen, Matt, and Andrea.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, Matt obviously owns a 262 RB.
Sorry.
Yeah, he owns the 262 RB. So you need a space for a kitty litter box, is what you're saying.
That's what they said.
That's what they said. So this actually, I think, would meet your needs, especially if you need a bunk model. Because underneath here, there's a couple people kind of clearing out here in a second. We'll go in. But underneath the bunk, there's actually a dedicated storage space that would be a great spot for a kitty litter box.
Okay.
And we'll show you guys that here in a second.
Under the bunk space. Oh, I got you. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
It takes me a second.
You do have your on-demand water heater out here. You have a PVC roof membrane.
Two more.
200-watt solar panel on the roof. And then 18-inch steel ladder that also doubles as a towel rack. People are going to keep. It's just a great floor plan. This floor plan is crushing it for us right now.
I was going to say this show's surprisingly busy.
It is.
It is Saturday.
It is Saturday, so there's a lot of people. But this floor plan and this brand Delta,
it's done well.
It's done exceptionally well. Yeah, and we really are running a lot and we're shipping them every day, and we're
Right.
growing that brand every single
I
day.
will say too that I'm using Lauren's little phone gimbal, and I'm not used to it at all.
Yeah.
Not even a little
It's
bit.
nice. It looks nice.
It looks like a phone gimbal.
Yeah,
Actually, I like that there's enough clearance for the little. You
The
guys
little
can't see this, but the
microphone,
little
yeah.
mic pack.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions about Delta while we wait for a couple of people to clear out?
Or Valor, or Paradigm,
Or Avenue?
just
Or the future. Like,
what-
do you guys want to know what's coming? Maybe I can drop a tease or a hint.
what Joe had for lunch.
I had Shake Shack.
Thanks, Cully.
Yeah. Thank you, Colin. Got to feed our dealer, though, because they're working hard for us. All right, looks like we can go in now. All
Here's
right.
Joe's butt.
It's not an impressive sight. So over here is going to be your bunk space. You got 2 oversized bunks here. And then for the person that asked about the kitty litter box, that's the space I was talking about right there. So you would be able to easily slide it in, and you could even push some things back further that you maybe not need to access as
Yeah.
frequently, and then keep the kitty litter kind of just pushed back. You can easily pull it out then, take it outside to dump
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then right next to that is going to be your bathroom. And for a travel trailer with a bunkhouse, to have this big of a bathroom's very, very, very rare. You got self-wicking shower door here, and then you got a porcelain toilet with a foot flush and a soft close lid on top. Plenty of counter space in here. You do have the on-demand water heater, so you got 1, 2 over there, 3, 4, 5 people potentially sleeping in this trailer. You're all going to be able to enjoy a nice hot shower.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the Deltas, man. We actually talked about if we ever, because at one point when Lauren was working in person a lot,
Yeah.
we were buying the Valor, like maybe we should also get a Delta.
Yeah.
And that way, when we do have to go to like obligations or something, I can just hook it up,
Yeah.
get a lighter weight one that we can tow, because Lauren's F-150 is well equipped as far as towing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Get a good, like a B&W Continuum or some sort of a weight distribution anti-sway bar.
Sure.
And just use it for that, and then
Yeah.
have like a secondary coach.
Yeah.
And then we bought our Valor, and I said, never mind.
Never mind. We're
And-
just going to
and
drive
yes,
wherever we want to go.
By the way, that's the like gazillionth time someone's honked the horn of a drivable. Over
Why do they keep honking the horns? Anyway.
there. Yeah. Can the bunks be removed, or are they structurally for those?
So they are structurally in here, but the problem. So this is where your outdoor kitchen is, behind this little panel here. So if you did want to remove them, you just have to consider what you're going to do with your outdoor kitchen. So there
Outdoor
are
sto- no, I'm just kidding.
there's I saw it on Facebook the other day. Someone removed this whole space. They got rid of their outdoor kitchen, and they actually made that. They like just closed it off and just don't use that anymore.
Huh.
And they made this like little office nook back here.
Interesting.
And they were like, we needed the space. This was a perfect floor plan.
Well, and you could hypothetically redo some of that
Yeah.
and make it like a little small, like as part of a desk or something,
Yes. You could
Um,
build that into part of your desk and put
and
a
leave
chair over here.
some of it for storage. And so you can get a little bit creative with it and do some things.
But the answer is they are structurally built in because these hold up to 300 pounds. So.
One Ryan. Sorry.
So across from then your theater seating here, you do have a 40-inch smart TV that is on a swivel with additional storage back behind.
Ooh.
You can never get the go perfectly in. There we go. Then you got a large pantry with pull-out drawers, and they are on a magnetic catch back there.
That's nice.
There's also
So they
110
stay in.
power in there. So if you want to put your ice maker in there or something, it'd be
Yeah.
a great spot for it. 16 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator. Or this is the 14. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Looks like a 14.
Yeah, 14 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator. I think it's down there. Yeah, 14. You got nice microwave, 3-burner cooktop oven, tons of counter space, countertop extender right here, guys. Something that's really nice is I don't know if you guys have dogs or anything like that that like to kind of get into the trash while you're camping. So we actually moved the sink drain off to the right over here so that you can have a tip-out trash can in here built into the coach.
That's cool.
In this drawer right here, you're going to have a silverware divider. So you're going to be able to put your silverware in here naturally, then you have additional space down below.
Right.
You got a booth dinette here, and this booth dinette does convert into a sleeping system. So if you needed to have a couple extra guests, they could sleep here as well.
Right.
And then the front bedroom. You got a queen-size bed. There is storage underneath. You got a movable shelf in there, so you can kind of just mix up that storage. And then one of my favorite features is, hey, do you guys hang or fold your clothes? Well, it really doesn't matter in Delta because we give you the option to do both. So you can hang them by removing the shelf, or leave the shelf in, and you can fold clothes in here.
Yeah.
And you got that on both of the linen closets on each side.
Something I always like too on the travel trailers is because these bedrooms are pretty tight comparatively to especially the fifth wheel stuff.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they didn't go all the way down, they left that open.
Yep.
So if you're laying there, you don't feel as claustrophobic, like you're in a like you're in a cave back there. Essentially.
And you got your 110 and your USB power over there, so you can charge your phone, your tablets.
Well, and the other thing too is, obviously the mattress that comes with it, the chances, if you're a full timer, I almost guarantee you're going to switch it out.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think
And
if you buy this, you're probably going to either put a
Right.
topper on it or get rid of it almost right away.
But they left you enough room to where when you go to put another mattress on,
you're good to go.
you're actually a little more even.
And we actually beefed up the struts a little bit.
I noticed
assuming
that.
people would do that.
So you did that in Valor too, because we put our bigger bed on there, and we've got a 12-inch RVmattress.com, Brooklyn Bedding.
Brooklyn Bedding, shout out to them.
Big thing, and so thank you for the mattress.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's heavier. It's quite a bit heavier than what's on there, but it can still hold it up, which is nice. I thought I was gonna have to replace the strap.
And this isn't one of those mattresses that has like the seam in the middle so it folds easy. This is like a real mattress. So you can put a real queen size mattress on there. Yeah.
Cool.
Any other questions? Anything else people want to see?
There haven't been. Does anybody have anything they want to see? I mean, you can go look at Flagstaff.
Come on.
I'm just kidding.
Come on. Yeah. Here. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
We could walk. We haven't been in a Valor yet. Why don't we go over and do a Valor?
Well, if they follow us, they're probably in Valor's a whole lot. But
do they know you guys almost got a different floor plan?
Not really, no.
Yeah. So we had the pleasure to know that Miller's in Motion, Ryan and Lauren, were going to join the alliance, a little bit ahead of time before you guys did, because we had to build their coach, right?
Thank you for that.
So we kept it, under lock and key. But there is a great floor plan here, the 40V13, that Ryan and Lauren almost joined the alliance with.
So they don't know any of that story, and essentially we were, oh boy.
Oh, busy. This is busy here, people.
It is busy. So we were at a show with you guys, and we're talking about doing Valor, and we had landed on the 40V13. I mean, we were pretty much telling, I'm gonna come over here.
Nope.
I do like that cap still.
This front cap is so slick.
Yeah, it is.
You should see the new, I'm gonna tease something. 2025 paradigms are going to look real good.
Oh, I haven't even seen that. But yeah, so we had settled on the 40V13. This was going to be essentially what we're looking at was what we were going to get.
Yep.
And then Jeremiah walks up and says,
like, "Look at this."
Hey, look at this. Pretty much, yeah, with a little thing in his hand, and it was just a rough sketch essentially. I mean, it was on like AutoCAD.
It's CAD, yeah.
But and those are hard to read if you don't know what you're looking at.
Yep.
And he showed me that, and I went, "What is this?"
Yep.
And he's like, "That's a new Valor." And then we waited for 7 to 12 more months.
Yep.
Because we liked
to prototype it a couple times.
Right. And then we ended up being the one that we wanted. Lauren actually never physically saw it.
Till the day
she saw 5 pictures total until the day we flew up to the factory and saw it for the first time.
That.
And so she never, she was very trusting.
Yeah. And then you guys didn't want the L-shaped sofa, so we had to work that solution out. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good trip.
I have a question. So somebody just said we love the new cap lights.
Yes.
I do too,
the diffuse
but
lights.
I have one little beef.
Okay.
At the very, very top, there's still the little indentation.
With no light.
With no light in it.
Yeah. Well, come on, you got to have a space to glue it together, or else that little spot's going to fall. But you're talking about like this right here. Right?
Oh, no. I'm talking about the very top of the cap.
Oh.
So you guys normally, on every coach prior to 24, all of your lights were the straight line across the top on most of the Paradigms and Valors.
Yes.
So this is the first one that departs from that top light.
Yeah.
So, which I like these because I like it's behind the diffuser plate because those things go bad, the lights go bad.
Yeah.
Because they get heated up, the adhesive, bugs stick to them when you're driving, they're gross.
Yep.
I wish there was one more across the top so that it looks like it did, because you guys do something cool at night one day of the rally and you have everybody turn their cap lights on. And 24 Valor is the only one that's going to be a little different because the lights are low instead of high.
Yep.
So if there was the high one, same setup, look the same way that these are here.
Yep.
Just up there too with a smaller.
Okay.
That way at least it kind of keeps some that now if you're going away from that in Paradigm, then never mind. Yeah. But I personally like that more. The other thing I would say is, are any of the other Paradigm Avenue going to follow suit with the type of lighting that's being used there? Or is that going to be Valor only? Or can you not say?
So I will give you a hint that Paradigm is getting similar treatment to Valor. Let's just say
Okay.
that. Yeah.
So he
Similar
doesn't know.
treatment.
Michelle says Jeremiah and Joe are my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
I think she put him in that order too. No, just kidding.
Jeremiah's my favorite over myself. So.
For myself. Nice. Okay.
So it looks like we might be able to go in. Before we do though, let's check. We got a 6,000 watt generator in here.
Yeah, that's a bigger one than I have.
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
got the 5500.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So NPS came out with the 6,000, and we were like, we have to jump at it. People wanted it. They didn't have the 55 when you bought. Sorry, Ryan.
So you want to flip mine out when I'm up there at the end of the month?
You know, if you keep sweet talking Coley, maybe you can.
Okay, see you, Joe. Hey, where'd Coley go? Just kidding.
But it's cool because you got the push start down here. There is the backup you can pull if something happens.
Yeah.
You also have the remote as well as an option.
So yeah, and I can tell you too, like it's nice. Like this is something that I don't have. Is this on the exterior now?
Yeah.
Because now you have it all push touch. If I want to open this up on ours, I have to take this whole front portion off.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal.
No.
I mean, we're really not. Where am I at in my space here?
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal, but it is handy. And I love how Alliance does the Valor storage bays because it allows more space. Typically, you just have the one big door on most coaches. In fact, Avenue has it that way.
Yep.
It's a little different because not a lot of non-toy haulers come with generators, whereas toy haulers come with generators a lot.
Correct.
But I like that there's this area up here. So like, here's a little sneak peek into our solar install.
Yes.
So we're going into a very kinda.
Yeah.
It can't support the amount of weight we're putting down there.
Okay.
So if you don't know, there's about 16 people watching at the moment.
Okay. All right. Hi,
We're going to
16
redo
people.
our pass-through storage.
Okay.
And we're putting on about 2,400 amp hours of 24-volt batteries.
24 volt.
Two Victron Quattros.
You guys can live off grid for like 2 weeks.
10,000 watts of inverted power, an autoformer to balance the load across those two inverters.
Wow.
And about 2,400 watts of solar on the roof, allegedly. Some of that is playing Tetris on the roof.
Sure.
Because we need to be able to move it. But the Quattros are going to go in there. The autoformer is going to go in there. Our smart shunt and servo is going to go in there.
Yeah. You probably put some
The batteries are going to go back because you can create a little bit more space. You have some plumbing you have to work around.
Sure.
But we're going to recess the batteries kind of in the middle of that, and we're going to put some plexiglass right in front of them instead of the actual what you guys put.
Nice.
And then so we'll cover up all the other stuff. But
nice.
yeah, so essentially if we ran at 9,000 watts of usage on the inverters with no intake, no generator, no solar, we would run for about 12 to 13 hours, allegedly.
Wow.
And when I say 9,000 watts of inverted power, I don't think we've ever gone over 6 or 7 in our coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's running 3 ACs, a microwave, and a hairdryer all at the same time.
Wow.
Because one of the cool things about Alliance is you guys use things with a lower power draw.
Yes.
So from the ACs, because you guys run kind of
the QCAs.
Yeah, they're the QCAs, which essentially are less of they kind of have like a soft start almost built in a little bit.
Correct.
It's not, but it's
not.
really, really close.
It's close.
And so that's a really cool feature because when we crank up one of our ACs, after it gets through that initial crank process, I never see it go over about 13 or 1400 watts of usage. And it normally levels out between 900 and 1100 of normal usage with the compressor on and all those things, which is a lot less than it was on our previous coach.
Very true.
So,
all right.
is Alliance going to build a toy hauler around 15,000 pounds GVWR? So you have the dual axle.
Yeah. We have a couple right around that mark.
So if it's a triple axle, I guarantee it's not. It's going to be the 20,000 pound mark.
Yeah.
But there's the 30V.
We got the All Access series. We got the 31A10, and we got the 36A15.
Okay.
Those are probably going to be your closest mark to that right there.
Okay.
There's not a lot of 36A15s out on the market.
No, it's a. So I'll say just from the consumer side, how we live in, and that the Lauren and I side, that's a very odd number to try to achieve on a toy hauler space, only because typically people need more capacity on those. But I understand, I think, and I'm assuming, Sherry, if you mean, are you looking for something just a little smaller? Or are you looking for something that's lighter for maybe like a tow vehicle or something along those lines? Most toy haulers, even at 1500, I'd still probably recommend a dually. Simply because they're typically a little heavier in the pin anyway. Even the lighter GVWR dual axle ones still typically have generators up front, and they have a little bit more substantial build to them. So I'd be cautious of, definitely on that, like a 1500 one, you could do a 350 that's not, or a 3500 non-dually.
Sure.
Just know, I always say get a dually because then you'd be able to, it's more of your side to side. I know we're just staring at Joe talking.
Yeah.
I feel like big truck, big RV.
Yeah. JD, are you JD?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people know what he looks like, actually.
And there's a ton of people in there again.
So here's your outdoor entertainment space. You got a nice little mini fridge to enjoy your beverages. What?
I just kicked the crap out of my...
TV out here with your sound system so you can enjoy it. That is underneath your awning. But this is a triple axle here. You also have 6-point hydraulic leveling as well. You got that beefed up running gear. I believe IS is an option that you can
It is
get
as an after. You guys,
as an aftermarket.
You guys still don't. You only do it in factory for dual axle.
Correct.
Triple axle still a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, you have to call Moride to do that one if you're interested in that.
But if you do and you let them know that we sent you, or more importantly, if you go to the website under Moride's link and click that, you can actually request a quote. There we go. Through us, and when you request that quote, we'll actually send you some free swag.
Nice. Get some Moride swag.
Nope. Miller's Emotion swag.
Okay.
And then when you get there, you get a little bit of a discount, and then you get to pick out another accessory to add too. So like if you want, maybe like they don't, Alliance, shame on Alliance, they don't use the safety rail. At least on this one.
Yeah, on this one.
But if you wanted to switch out like your handrail for the safety rail, or you wanted to add another component from Moride, then you can do that. Like maybe a tray.
Yep. So our Paradigm and our Avenue have the safety rail.
Way to cover. Way to recover.
So coming in here, you got that 13-foot garage. You got the Happy Jack bed system. These convert into this converts into a mattress here, and then the loft drops down from the ceiling. So 2 queens over queens, basically. You got your 8-foot ramp patio system back here. 3 season doors here. So we just put that in there. So you kind of protect the weather from the not super cold, but those cooler nights, you can have that open and still feel good in here.
I was going to say our line is about 55 degrees outside. Is what we will leave it down. Anything below that, we'll have a tendency to put it back up for the insulation. Same thing with the heat. If the high or the during the day, well, I'm going to say the high because they don't do the best with heat either. On the flip side of that, so if we're going to get around 95 to 100 degrees, we'll typically put it back up.
Keep the air in.
Keep the AC in, because a lot does escape from that, even though it's reasonably well insulated. But other than that, good. Sherry said yes, more in the 35-foot range. It's kind of ideal. So that would be that
31A10. If you look at that, that'd be probably our closest thing. That we'd be able to offer you from Alliance.
And I will also say that, like, while those are much, much better, the reason why we love our toy haulers is because you can do whatever you want. This is really a flex space.
I call toy haulers versatility machines. Because this could be, I was talking to a guy, he's a big workout enthusiast. He's going to turn it into his gym.
It was not me, don't worry.
He was like, I could like put the gym back here. And I was like, yeah, anything you want. He's like, he's going to take this whole system off. Didn't need it.
Well, unlike us, so we work from the house, and so we took the couches off. They're in storage now. We completely removed the mechanisms from that side, minus the bill, because we do still have the bed up top. So if Lauren's mom or son or little sister comes with us, we can bring that down. We upgraded the mattress so they don't complain. And then we put my desk on this side, which, again, if you've been around, it gives you seen it.
So you kept the mechanism here.
I literally just bought a desktop.
Yeah.
And you drill a couple of pilot holes right where the screws go through on that, and you just plop right on there. And then when it's not in use, when we go, my monitor, I've got a 34-inch 4K ultra wide.
Of course you do.
So of course I do, to edit on. And literally I get a pillow from in there. I put it face down on the pillow, and I use a bungee cord. It holds it down, and it goes up.
Nice.
Everything else is, and I literally stuck everything down. So like my desk lamp stuck down, which folds too. My charging ports for the camera gear, all that stuff, it's stuck there. So the only stuff I take off is like my computer, mouse, keyboard, and anything that's just sitting on the desk. And that goes into an ottoman that's sitting right there.
Nice. So we've been in the toy hauler now for a minute. You got those. You got the LED lights back here. It's just a nice touch. Add more light into the space,
which you use surprisingly a lot.
I
didn't think we'd ever use them, and they're turned on at least once a day when I'm looking for something.
Above you got the loft. So
trade spots.
You got little kids, great spot for them, but probably storage. Right, almost fell on the dovetail.
I forgot about the dovetail.
great for kids or storage if you don't have kids, put stuff up there. Got another TV here. You do have a half bath as well.
And another customer-driven feedback thing. Why'd you move the hole from there like it is in ours to over there?
Your guys' is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the ladder.
Yep.
Yep.
Because if you put the ladder here, it blocks that door.
Yep. So
where if you put it over here, you're less likely to use this entry-exit door.
Yep.
That's your primary door to this area.
Yep.
Even though it's an exterior door, it's your secondary door.
Yep.
And so, yes, at the end of the day, for us, it doesn't matter. It's storage for us, so we don't care as much, but I could understand why you would want to put it over here.
Yeah, 100%. You got washer-dryer hookup number 1 here, too. So you can put that either here. How are you, buddy? You can put your washer-dryer back here, stackable back here, or if you didn't want it back here and you did need all the space back here for your toys or whatever you're going to make this space, you can put your washer-dryer in your front closet as well.
We have it back here, because the beauty of back here, you can actually get a bigger one in here.
Correct. Yes.
And so we have a slightly larger...
You have the combo?
We do, yeah. We did a combo anyway. We actually did a ventless.
Yeah, nice. And
so we are testing that. It's different.
Okay.
We don't dislike it, but it definitely takes a little bit longer.
Sure. Then moving into the living space, I mean, not many toy haulers can say you have a living space.
No.
So you got a U-shaped kitchen, solid surface countertops, 30-inch residential microwave. I'm gonna turn this radio off. It's kind of hard to hear, or just turn it down, I guess.
Buttons are hard.
And then 4-burner cooktop oven right there, with a large turkey-tested oven.
Yep.
Check that out.
Which is the same one we have.
Yep. You got nice sink with a window so you can see the campsite. You do got this nice little countertop extension. You can get a bench to sit there to have your meals. You got a nice, large reclining seat right here. Sorry, popcorn does not come with the unit.
Well, ask nicely, they'll get you something.
Yeah, and then you do have a sleeper sofa right here. So if you do need all that sleeping space, the 4 people plus 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, you got 8 people in here comfortably.
You ready for what Ryan and Lauren were gonna do?
Yeah.
So this was gonna stay the same. Probably get flipped out to something a little bit more our speed and color to add a little bit more flavor to it down the road. That was gonna completely go away.
Yep.
And we had actually picked out a tabletop that could mount to the wall and then flip up.
Put like a desk there.
Well, so like a dinette.
Dinette.
And then also we were going to convert it to where it had a little bit more of a desk on the other side too.
Nice.
So that, because with Lauren going more remote.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. We still need 2 office areas and we have to be separate.
Yep.
Because she works in medicine and therefore for HIPAA laws, she has to
have privacy.
Her dedicated space. And at the moment, it sounds like I'm losing my garage, but that's okay. At least on the day she's on call.
Yeah. Then great entertainment space over here. Large 50-inch TV, Jensen or JBL sound system, electric fireplace, and then something really cool. It's overlooked a lot, but for 2024, what we did in the bathroom, we moved the toilet seat around.
Yep.
The customer-driven feature. We actually sunk the tub 6 inches. So you got a little bit of a tub here. And it just makes for a lot of added height in here. You know, I'm 5'10", so there's what, 6'8", 6'9".
I can tell you, I'm 6'2".
Yeah. And
we have a similar shower.
Yeah.
And I still don't come up to the skylight.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can fit in this space very comfortably in here. Front bedroom's gonna have your king size bed, and people always mess the beds up. It's the hard part about RV shows. If you guys come to RV shows, like, help us out. I make probably 45 beds a day.
But how am I supposed to test the bed without jumping on it?
I guess so. So you guys get to witness Joe making an RV bed really quick.
So we do have a quick question, but it's about the 31T13.
31T. Oh yeah, 31. The travel trailer. It's back there.
Okay, so we do have it. Okay, so my question was, do we have it?
Yes.
So we will head that way after this one. That's probably going to be our last coach.
Yes. Yeah. Correct. I do have to head back to the hotel super quick to get my luggage.
He's fine.
Okay, so that's better. That's better. So made the beds. It's all about presentation.
Who's in the picture?
You know, that's Jimbo and Mr. Smith. They
Cully and Ryan growing up at no, I'm just kidding.
You do got hidden storage up here. Great spot to hide your valuables. And then
and now you know where they are. Thanks.
Yeah. You got his and her closets on each end here, with drawers, pull-out drawers below, and then the closet's pretty big up here too. So hanging space, washer dryer hookup number 1.
So here's a good one for you.
Yeah.
Our doors go all the way to the floor.
Yeah. Instead of having the lip.
Yeah, but we have the lip. It's just behind the door.
Oh. One of those just constant changes, man. I don't even know all the changes that happened. You know, if Jeremiah was on it, he could tell you exactly why and when they did it.
I'm just kidding.
Probably not. I don't know. It probably was just a feature that we have a higher success rate. Keep them up here.
I was gonna say, I will say, like the idea of that being up higher versus down low does make more sense to me.
Yeah.
Because it's easier for bigger people to squeeze down there. Okay. On that note.
All right, 31A13.
Yep.
31T13, sorry. 31T15.
Excuse us.
That's why I got thrown off.
I
All
don't know
right,
which
we're
way
going
we're
to walk
going.
through this aisle.
Oh, I have one for you.
Okay.
Honest feedback. Stop moving.
Okay.
Do you prefer the white skirting or the black?
White. I love the white skirting.
So I actually prefer the black.
You prefer the black over the white skirting?
I do. I don't know why.
So this obviously is just part of the paint scheme, but
Yeah, it's continued down, but like on our coach, it goes here and then it's black, but then this continues on in black and the silver stops right there.
I love the white skirting. That's just I think it makes it more flowy with the whole coach.
More flowy.
More flowy. Because you got the white skirt down here.
Gaining that word for you now. So okay, so Don,
right
sorry.
And we're actually building them in March.
Okay. So Don's question was, does the 31T13 have underbelly storage?
31T13
So
have
it
underbelly
kind
storage.
of, not really, but kind of.
So this is your generator and this is your battery bay. There is no like pass-through
Yeah,
storage.
like what you're thinking in the main Valors has that pass-through storage.
Yeah, so like right here is kind of your bathroom is right here.
Right.
So this is actually a 2023 model we're going to take a step into, but it is the same floor plan. There's going to be several changes. You're going to have different countertops and different colors and different color couches. So in here it's a little bit more brown, whereas in the previous Valor it's like a little bit more gray.
Which honestly we like both. It's just a slightly different color scheme. That's really
it's going to be the same floor plan, just different colors.
I've always thought, as far as, because travel trailer toy haulers are weird in my opinion.
Yes.
Because typically the entire thing is the toy hauler space.
Yeah.
And this is obviously not, because there's a door behind Joe.
Yeah. This is one of the only toy haulers where you truly have a dedicated toy hauler space with zero seam again, right?
Oh.
So you got a 13-foot garage back here. Same Happy Jack bed system. You're going to have the different couches that were the gray ones.
Yeah. So if you get a 24, it's going to look more like what you saw in the previous
Correct,
coach.
yeah. So this is a model year 23 to be very clear. But yeah, you got that 13-foot garage. I think you got 10 or 11 D-rings on the floor versus the L-track. And then behind you, you do have the half bath for added convenience.
And there's something happening
There's
outside
something
now.
happening out there. I don't know what it is. Go check it out, Ryan.
Someone's very excited about it. Yeah, I got nothing though because it's not right here. So.
Yeah. But it looks like there's people up there. We won't go up there. But yeah, you got the bedroom with the queen size bed. There is storage underneath it. And then you got a pretty large shower.
So Pitts, they asked when this show ends. They're over in Houston.
Yeah.
So it's tomorrow's the last day for this one. But it sounds like
an Austin show that I think isn't Austin technically closer to Houston?
Yeah, I mean most things are closer to Houston than DFW. But so if Austin from it's probably about 2 hours shorter.
Okay.
If you wanted to go, Jeremiah's at that show.
Jeremiah's at the Austin show. Yep. So head to Austin. I think the Austin show ends at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then this one ends tomorrow somewhere about that same time.
Same time, yeah, like 6 or 7 o'clock. Yeah. Yep.
So
yeah. So
clear.
I thank you guys for joining and putting
clear.
up with me.
We're gonna do that and just hope we're in frame.
Probably not.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for joining us on this spontaneous live. We're actually pretty pumped that enough of you popped on to actually add some questions.
Yeah, thank you.
I know we don't go live very often. Thanks for letting us borrow the microphones.
I had a good time. Yeah.
That was very helpful. So if you have any questions, once I get back to the RV, I'll add the links and description to this live. Down below, as far as links to the Alliance website, all that stuff. Yep. You can leave comments. We'll be happy to answer them and or forward them on to anybody over at Alliance we need to send them on to answer any questions.
Check out our YouTube page. We have tours of all of our floor plans, and they're pretty much just like feature highlight tours, so we don't go into depth. I mean, we go in depth on like what you're going to get when you buy this trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas we just tour our 44 a whole lot.
Yep.
Because we live in it. So.
Yep.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, Ryan.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We have a couple of fun videos, we have one fun video that we did with some avenues and some stuff.
Yep.
You'll see that next weekend, because again, this was a little bit of a surprise. So, crime of opportunity to hang out with friends.
Yeah, love it.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much, and we will see you when we see you. I guess it's a live, so this is different. I'm not used to closing lives out.
Yeah.
But thank you for your
bye,
response
Mom.
to the tour of the. Oh well.
Say bye, Mom. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom. Even though I know you're not watching, because I just know. Bye. Up there.